You can't. They have 30 rounds and then another 20 rounds of the MLB. So you're gonna draft all 50 rounds.
There's 30 rounds in the MLB draft?
They have 2 drafts.
Fuck, seriously?
Are you talking about the Rule 5 and then the...
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rule 5 draft is like players that aren't on a team's 40-man, they are put into a Rule 5 draft that gives other teams opportunities to take another team's
prospects.
Yeah, I almost said podcasts.
What up? Welcome to the Three Dudes in the Basement podcast, where we talk about podcasts.
But any player that you draft in the Rule 5 draft has to be on your MLB roster the entire season, right?
They have to be?
Yep.
Or else, if you take them off your MLB roster, they get sent back to the team you took them from. So,
Brandon, best farm system in the MLB. This is like the third time I've asked you.
Oh, people keep talking.
and interrupting.
Yeah, Austin.
And then you interrupted.
Shut up, Brandon. Joey's gonna interrupt next.
The Padres lost Urias to the Brewers, and he was one of their top ones. And then the Braves just lost Liberatore for the whole Martinez trade. So there's this big ol' if. I think that the Padres still is a better team, but I think the Braves could also be considered in there. Yeah. They have a lot of pitching depth over their farm team right now.
Next topic. Jason Garrett and the New York Giants.
Is that who hired him? Have they hired him?
They're considering them as like an offensive coordinator.
They interviewed him today to be the offensive coordinator. I don't think it's been released yet on how the interview went, but I think it'd be pretty funny for him to sign up.
Funnier than a wide receiver special team coach being the head coach?
What did you say?
He's the wide receivers and special teams coach. Funnier than that happening?
I mean, you're going to have a person who has no experience being a head coach as the head coach, and then someone who has over a decade of experience as a head coach being the offensive coordinator.
Giants, we're looking at you for tanking again.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they tanked again. But
well, we look at the Joe Judge signing.
What about it?
How bad it was.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Garrett as
we went in depth for that one last week.
Is Garrett as offensive coordinator?
It might salvage something.
I don't think
Jason Garrett is an amazing head coach. I don't know if I'd even say
he was not a good offensive coordinator.
Yeah, because
he didn't use his weapons all that well.
He didn't call plays.
Well, he wasn't a play caller, was he? It was Kellen Moore.
Yep.
Didn't he get fired?
Kellen Moore? No, they brought him back.
No, they brought him back.
Joey, how do you feel about the Jason Garrett getting interviewed by New York?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Jason Garrett. I just don't think he's that. I mean, if it's for the offensive coordinator position, I mean, he has experience. He has experience as an offensive coordinator, right?
That's what he was with the Cowboys before he became a coach, wasn't he? Before he became the head coach.
Why are you clapping?
Because it's Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett claps.
Oh.
15 5-yard run.
I mean, when you have Zeke. No, I'm just kidding. But, Joey?
I guess.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, I probably wouldn't hire him for a head coach at.
I don't think he'll head coach again.
Do you think he'll ever head coach again?
Some team will get desperate.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
I could see a team maybe wanting a veteran head coach taking him, but
he's 53 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He does not look 53.
Right? I thought he was younger than that.
I thought he was in his 40s.
I guess we haven't really seen him call plays on offense. So he might be good as a play caller. I just don't think he's good as a head coach. So
he was a terrible head coach.
I wouldn't say he's a terrible head coach, but like, yes, the Cowboys did make it to the playoffs under him, but they couldn't win in the playoffs.
They made it like 2 years, did they not?
But you got to look at the talent.
Yeah,
The Cowboys.
Yes.
How many years did everybody say they're going to go to the Super Bowl or the playoffs, and then they didn't?
I just feel bad for all the primes that he wasted.
Just like,
Wouldn't you agree, Joey? He wasted a lot of primes. Jason Garrett did.
I mean, when they went 8-8 like 3 years in a row, didn't they?
yep.
Mhm.
So,
Crazy like that.
because Zeke's and Dak's rookie season, they went 13-3.
But I
That was
think,
like 3 years ago.
solely because it's the NFC East, they probably want him. Look into him. Hell,
That's
they
kind of
could-
like an FU to the Giants.
not necessarily. Well, it could be that
The
way,
Cowboys.
but
Cowboys,
more
sorry.
as the Giants look into the Cowboys, what the Cowboys schemes are and yada yada. Even though they have this new coach, but they still have Kellen Moore,
What about
and
Cowboys?
Jason Garrett knows Kellen Moore.
But
Kellen
he's
Moore.
not going to be a defensive coordinator, so.
No,
You can still offer insight though.
exactly. So that's what I think is the whole deal with that. Plus, everybody knows that if the Giants do hire Jason Garrett, they're still the laughing stock, and they'll be more of a laughing stock solely because
It's like
it's
them and
Jason
the
Garrett.
It's like them and the Redskins, like the laughing stocks. of the
Every-
I don't know.
NFC.
The Redskins, I think, are going to compete this year.
Every NFC East team love to face against Jason Garrett. You ask any Philadelphia Eagles fan, they'll be like, yeah, they wanted the Cowboys to keep Garrett because Garrett couldn't run the team. So now it's going to be the same thing.
He's not running the team though. He's an
Yeah.
offensive coordinator.
There's still going to be a laughingstock offense.
Fair enough.
He's still running the offense. So the Eagles will be like, yeah, hire him.
Yeah.
Until Garrett can run an offense, he's going to be a laughingstock to the NFC East.
Do you think he's a laughing stock in the NFC East, personally?
Not really. I think he